Hey, this is Joel with Inflatable Office. I wanted to give you a quick example on how you can add your own custom charts to these dashboards. So we've got a lot of already great ones in here to see how you're doing sales wise compared to last year and things like that. But let's say you wanted to add one where you were comparing how your sales reps are performing or something like that. What you would do first is you would go over to settings and then filters. Now I've already got one here for my sales rep, but I named it here report sales rep close Jim. Um, you can name it whatever you want, but the first thing is we want to have lead total greater than 0, so we're excluding any free events, and the lead sales rep name contains Jim. And then to get this second group here, what you do is you have to say like lead status contains contract, and then you hit add group, and then you'll have a second group here, and you'll be able to set the or flag. So if it contains, and that's what I did down here. So if it's complete or it's confirmed or it's contract or whatever you want, and you can make sure it's working right by looking at this count here approximately. So I didn't filter this by time, and the reason is because on my report that I'm going to create, I want to see the performance over time. So this filter is just going to say, give me all the ones that Jim is the sales rep for and that it's like a confirmed or completed event. Okay, and then we're also going to make one for a different sales rep. So I'll edit this again. This one's name is Joe. Sales rep name contains Joe. Okay, so he's got one event. Now instead of saving over that, I'm going to save a copy. So now I've got two filters. Next, we can go over to our dashboard. Let's say we want to add it to the sales one. We'll hit add line chart. And then from here, we'll say sales Joe. We're going to use the book date so we know when they actually booked the events. We're going to say this year, and we're going to compare it also to last year. We can do the count or we can do the total. So I'm going to do total for this one. We're going to group them together by month, and we're going to want to apply the filter closed by Joe. So now we'll have a chart here that'll see how he's doing this year compared to last year. Hopefully you'll have more actual data than I have on here. And then we'll make a second one for the other guy. So sales Jim, book date. This year compared to last year. Go with the total. And then the filter we're going to use closed by Jim, group by month, create. All right, so I want to see them next to each other. And so now I can see, oh, he's got $1,400, he's got $400. So you can hover over to compare the two. And, you know, it might be helpful to also have this one up here next to it. So you can see how each of these individuals are doing compared to the total sales for the company. And so anyway, you can add all kinds of different reports however you want. You can add extra dashboards in here. So you could see most of your business coming from certain customer types. You can compare your sales reps performance. You can compare your sales overall to the same time last year. And so there's lots of flexibility in what you can do here. So this is just one example. Setting these up the way is a little tricky with those filters, but the flexibility is great. So anyway, if you have any questions, reach out to us, support@inflatableoffice.com. All right, thanks.